Hello, hello, everybody. It's a lot of you, a lot of strangers. That's better. I mean, when it's all familiar people, that's way worse. So I'm really glad for all of you who are here for the first time. This is going to be wonderful. And those of you who know me, don't point out my mess ups or anything like that. Anyway, my name is Amber Russell. I am a fingerstyle guitar player and co-owner of Rose City Guitar Company. We teach guitars there. And I'm really excited to be here tonight. I will, later during the show, have one of my students come up and perform a song with me, so stick around for that, because that's going to be super cool. Okay, so I'm going to start with my song, Love versus Logic, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hi, more friends. Hi. So excited about everybody being here. I've been pretty nervous because normally I do shows with like other people, kind of breaks the ice, makes it a little easier, and it's like, oh, it's just me tonight. I'm gonna fill this 2 hours with me. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so I had some questions earlier. Seems to be a lot of guitar people here. Hey, you. Thank you for coming. This is my guitar. This is a Howland guitar. It was built by Gage Holland. It's a custom model, and I had one gentleman ask, what's up with the frets? He's like, they're weird, what's going on? And it's called fan fret, and frets are normally straight along, and I don't know if you can see that they're a little angled at different sections, so it's straight right here. And the reason is your fingers naturally go to an angle. So when you're doing like harmonics and stuff, it's easier because the angle is there naturally with your fingers. So, and it's not too far off from a standard guitar, so it's not too hard to play. Anyways, enough nerd talk, I'll move on. The next song I'm gonna play for you is called Falling Out of Love. And it's just a song that feels like what it probably feels like to fall out of love. I don't remember that feeling. Here we go. Thank you. So I'm going to be doing this a lot up here, just a lot of tuning in and tuning out and trying to keep a conversation while I do it so you're not too bored and you don't leave in the middle of my set. We don't want that. Let's see. So the next song is going to be called Staycation. I'm trying this new thing out. So before, when this guitar was being built, it took 2 years to get it back. And my luthier had a guitar he loaned me, which is super nice too. It was a really nice guitar, and I'm like, great. So I had that guitar for like 2 years, and since it wasn't my guitar, I couldn't do things to it, and it didn't have guitar straps, so I've been sitting while I play guitar for the last 4 years. And I'm kind of trying to get better at standing and playing. So I'm gonna give that a shot. So I'm gonna really hope this goes all right. A lot more leg room though. Yeah, I got other songs I could play and try those out too. I'll probably sit down for a few also. I'll be doing a lot of up and down. That's just kind of my style. What am I playing? Okay. Staycation. I did it. Standing up, it worked out. Now I'm actually going to sit back down, actually. but while I do that, I'm going to invite Kiri to the stage. Give Kiri a round of applause. This is her 1 year month, like the month of her 1 year anniversary of starting playing guitar. Yep. She's super new to Portland, like 4 months, barely. Yeah. And so she's also a super new student at Roasted Guitar Company. And this is a song that I'm working on with the students in my fingerstyle percussive class. And she's the first one to like have it done. And I'm pretty sure she had it in like 2.5 lessons. And I'm like, it took me 2 months to learn this song. So she's a freak of nature. And she says that. She's so sweet. But this is a song by, I don't know, has anyone ever heard of Andy McKee? We got an Andy McKee fan, couple K, got Andy McKee. So he's great. He plays fingerstyle guitar. This is a song a lot of people in the fingerstyle community start with, and it's not that it's easy, it's just the one we all know, because like 15 years ago it blew up on YouTube, and we were like, wow, this guy's crazy. So this is Andy McKee's song, Drifting, and I hope you enjoy. I have to tune, so you'll have to give me a second.
I apologize if my voice sounds weird. The allergies have been really bad. But I was lucky enough when I first moved here, November of last year. Within a couple of weeks, I ran into Amber at a show. And anybody who doesn't play guitar, the style of guitar playing that Amber does is incredibly difficult and extremely unique compared to, like...
Don't scare them off.
What? No, this is supposed to be impressive. I'm trying to vamp you up. Come on. Well, it intimidated me for sure. It almost scared me off.
It's intimidating, but
yeah.
It's not like impossible, you know.
It's
I know
not.
A lot of people who've never played guitar and dabble in this style.
It's definitely worthwhile trying if you do play. But yeah, it really impressed me, and I was really lucky to find that you guys had a school.
Yeah. Well, okay, make sure our guitars aren't slap things. You good? You got this. up for Carrie, guys. Second time on stage ever. Is she ready to unplay? Are you? Maybe just set it down. I don't know. I didn't get the eyes. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, so the night's gonna keep getting weirder and weirder. So there will be a break at some point. We're not there yet. But I'm going to try some songs that I haven't played in ages because I have so much time to fill. And these are like the first fingerstyle. These next couple are the first fingerstyle songs I ever wrote. So you might think they're great. They embarrass me, but we're gonna try it out. All right. Okay. This one is called "Obstacles of Inspiration." Did you like it? Yeah. Good. Maybe I'll do that again someday. And same for this next one. So this one, I grew up in a small town in Indiana. It's the state that everyone's driven through. And I'm always like, did you get pulled over? Because that's where you get pulled over for sure. Anyway, so in Indiana, there's like not a lot to do. I grew up in like Amish country. I have a lot of friends that are Amish, and conveniently, the only second language I know is Pennsylvania Dutch, and they speak English. So it's not like, does anyone speak Pennsylvania Dutch at an airport, you know, because like Amish people speak English too, so you don't even need it. It's just something to talk crap at people at work and stuff. It's fun. It sounds like English, you know, the words are very similar. Anyway, I wrote this song. It kind of made me feel like the good old days in Indiana where you're like just driving around doing nothing. Just drive. So it's called Midwest Cruise. So I hope I do it right. So nervous. most professional. Usually a professional's like, I'm going to leave them because we're going on break soon. So I was like, I'm going to leave them on a good note. That was my baby finger salad song, but I got better tunes later. I just can't give them all away right away, you know? I gave you a couple good ones, couple old school ones. For people who've been to my shows, you never heard those, so it's entertaining for some people. Anyway, we're going to take a short break, I think. I don't see a clock. I don't know what's happening. I think I timed it right. What time is it? It's 8:30. 8:34. 8:34? That's not very late, is it? Shoot. Okay, I'll do two more. They're shorties, boogities. Okay.
All right.
Are you embarrassed about me?
No, I'm so proud of you. This is my woman.
This is my wife. That's why falling out of love is not part of my life. It has to not be in trouble if I didn't say that. So what's this about you falling out of love?
Yeah. The couch is looking
Differently
real
around
good.
relationships. You watched our show without me. Okay. How's that sound? Just kidding. Oh, let me tell you about this. This is a banjo capo. So you musician people that are like, what's going on up there? I wanted to tell you about it. Let me put my leg up here real quick. This is a banjo capo, and I'm putting it on a guitar, not a banjo. And I'll be keeping the bass strings open, and it's capoing the chord of like the higher strings, just so pretty things can happen. But when you're like, why are you going on both sides of the capo? Because that wouldn't make sense with a normal capo. Just want you to know it's not an optical illusion. This is what's happened. This song's called Battle for the Innocent. Okay, this next little ditty is called KHBB. I wrote it for my friend Katie several years ago. I lied to you, I just lied to you. I didn't write it for Katie initially. It was a diddle. I was just writing it, and my friend Katie was in town on her birthday. I was super stoked she was here because her and her girlfriend moved to St. George, Utah. And I'm like, you're gonna leave Portland and go be gay in St. George, Utah? Like, you're really changing it up, you know? And I was doing a so far sound, and Katie was there, and I didn't have a name for it, and it's just like a minute and a half song or something. I was like, this song is for you, Katie. This song is called Katie Has Big Balls. So KHBB stands for Katie Has Big Balls. I put it on the CD so like some mom isn't like hesitant to buy the album because it says balls. So it's KHBB, but it's like, it means Katie has big balls because to move to St. George, Utah, it's a queer person. It takes balls. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little breaky poo, so get your mingle on and do your thing, and I'll be back in like 10 or 15 or 30, I don't know. I have to retune because 4 seconds ago I remembered another song. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, I got 2 songs. But I do have some things I want to talk to you guys about because, you know, you have an opportunity where you're on stage and you have a microphone, so people have no choice but to listen. And so I say things that I want to get out there into the universe. How is this one tuned? Oh, it's weird. So this song is called Portland Dance. It's the only like professional music video song I have on YouTube. I'm not huge on YouTube. Like, I want to put more stuff out there, but it's so permanent, and it's like, what if I hate it next week? I don't want it in YouTube. How do I? But this song I did with my friend Nick Johnson, who's also a fingerstyle guitarist. So that version is super cool because he's like playing guitar to the stuff I'm doing, and it sounds cool. So check it out if you want to hear this song with another guitar player. It's on YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe for a second. I'm so, you know, I'm gonna talk more. Microphone. With COVID, we all kind of, you know, we had to be distanced. We had to be quarantined. And even before COVID, there were people, I have friends in other countries and other places where we talked all the time. But something about COVID, I wasn't connecting with people that I even talked to on the phone or on the internet or whatever. And we all kind of isolated ourselves. And we're now relearning how to socialize and how to communicate. And it's a strange thing. And as a musician, obviously every musician on the planet had went through depression in the last 2 years. So I struggled with that. I was drinking by noon because what else are you gonna do? And then I was like planting a garden. It was kind of a problem. like everyone's like, oh, aren't you writing a bunch of music and stuff? I'm like, no, I'm doing a million other things because I don't have a show coming up. Like, shows are part of the fire. People telling me, oh, you're great, and I love your guitar playing. It's like, okay, because I felt like a failure. I feel like I should stop playing guitar and get a job or something. Like, I'm 35, so I lived my life just devoting it to music, and then those 2 years happened, and I was like, I've messed up. I should not have done this. This is a bad idea. But it's nice to be with you all again, and just seeing all the faith. Thank you. I feel like tonight, seeing all of these familiar faces, I have days, I think a few days ago I had this moment where I'm like, I don't have any friends, not one. I don't have a single friend. All I have is my wife. I'm all alone in the world, 100%. And then I'm here today and I'm like, I have so many friends and they're like family. And even people, I met this dude one time and I'm like, you're cool. I met you on Halloween. I was dressed as Chucky and I was like, you're cool. And here you are. And I met at my show last week. After the set, he came up and got real vulnerable with me, and it was just like having these beautiful connections. Fuck, I love music. You know, you don't get that at the grocery store. Like, you don't get, like, someone wants to touch my dog. That's it. They don't want to talk to me. Like, I don't get smiles from people. I see smiles all the time when I have my dog, and I'm like, wish someone would smile at me like that. Anyway, you all are smiling at me like that, so I'm very happy that we're all here together and that we can socialize again and see those smiles. I mean, masks are great, safety, but I'm happy to see your faces. So this song's called Portland Dance. I grew up in Indiana. I went through a terrible divorce and was like, I gotta get out of here. This is a horrible place. And I moved to LA. Everyone's like, you're moving there to make it? And I'm like, no, I'm leaving Indiana. And I'm going somewhere warm. And they're like, it's so expensive. And I'm like, everything's expensive. And you make more money, whatever, it balances out. And I lived in LA, and it was cool. Everyone here hates LA. I know all of you are thinking it. The traffic, all those other things. When you're young and you're single and nothing, you know, you're a musician, it's fine. It's great. Like, I had a fun time, but I didn't progress. I made some friends, and I got to go rock climbing and do cool stuff. But Portland, I moved here to be roommates with a musician friend of mine who plays fingerstyle, and I was like, I can learn from you, and I did. And he told me I was moving to Portland. We lived in Gresham. I was like, Portland sucks. I was like, I left LA to come to Gresham, you know? I was like, shit, Portland is not cool, because I'd never been here, and I was like, I'm moving, and I left in a week. And I was like, dang it. And we didn't have a car. We would go busking at the Saturday market. We would take We lived in the 2200 block of Powell, and we would take the bus, which was like 96 stops to the market, and we'd battle the sax player for a spot so we could make some money. It was hell. But I grew really fond of Portland. You do make really good connections, and with music, people pay for music. They want to hear you. They're not like, what's your name? Are you a big deal? You're not John Mayer? Fuck off. That's how it is in LA. But here, it's like everyone's really supportive and makes you feel good as a musician. And places like Artichoke Music, I found this place when I first moved here, and I thought it was the coolest thing because I don't know if they still do. I'm unfamiliar, but what I remember of Artichoke Music when it was in the other location is they specialize in dulcimers. They have dulcimer lessons, and they sold dulcimers. I'm like, till a couple weeks ago, didn't know what a dulcimer was. That's so cool that you guys have this unique mountain instrument and you specialize in it. And you know, not a lot of places do that. Everyone's got some guitars on the wall, but like to specialize in these unique acoustic instruments is we're really lucky to have this. Most places don't have this, so yeah. Okay, back to the song, Portland Dance. I was walking to the Max because I didn't have a car because Portland, and I have a car now. And it was raining, and I'd been writing this song, and I was listening to it, and it just kind of felt like the joy of the rain in Portland because none of us have umbrellas. You're just like, bop, bop, little bit of rain, do, do, do. And so this song became Portland Dance, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, you guys. All right. I legit have 2 songs. I could redo a song from earlier if we need to kill time. Like, I legit have 2 songs left. You know how tempted I am to redo the song? Like, you gonna play? I'm tempted. Kiri would let you use her guitar. She has a Breed Love. You're familiar. I have a few students here that I'm like, am I going to pressure you into coming up here right now? Like, am I going to make it weird? You had no prep time. But, like, I know you could do it. We could do our best. Doesn't matter. We're all people. I'll focus on this tuning. So this next song, one of 2, is called Florida Thunder. I wrote it when I was on tour in 2018. Tour sounds so cool, doesn't it? Like, you're on tour, man. But it was more like I put a Facebook post out and was like, yo, I'm going to drive around the country. Tell me if you want to do a show and I'll come through and we'll figure out dates. And I had a lot of fans that booked the shows and did shows with me, and I met them that way because they just knew me on the internet. And it was awesome. I had a lot of great experiences. The song I played with Kiri, there were several people in the fingerstyle community that could play that song, so I'd invite them on stage and we'd play that song together. And it'd be really exciting because fingerstyle is such a small community of people because there's no lyrics. We'll never be on the radio. We'll never be opening up for Adele or like anything cool. Like, you know, most people, radio songs have vocals. They need vocals, and that's cool. I don't have space for vocals, and not up here, not in here. I don't have time for vocals. What am I playing again? Florida Thunder. That's my first cider, so I don't need your judgment. I'm just trying to kill a little time, a little timey poo. Can I sing? You're asking if I can sing? He did sing. I love Leo Kottke. Yeah, we found a record at Goodwill, and I was like, boom, Leo Kottke record, vinyl, score. Leo Kottke is amazing. Okay, so I was on tour. I went to Florida because I have family there, and that's when I wrote this song. And the weather there's peculiar. My wife has a friend in town from Canada, and she told me today that they went and bought an umbrella, and I'm like, why'd you let him do that? You know, because this is Portland. We don't need umbrellas. You should have told him to buy a raincoat, you know, because that's not going to be the problem. You'll be the only guy with an umbrella. She's bad friend. She should have told you. Like, don't waste your $13 or whatever on an umbrella. Get a cool rain jacket. Because it's just a mist, you know, and in the Midwest or the South, it dumps. I mean, like, insanity. If you know, you know. And I didn't really know if Florida was like that. And it was really humid and really hot, and I was at my aunt's house, and she likes wine, and I was like, I like wine too. And we drank some wine, and I remember I was out there for an hour trying to make this song, and it was like, sun, thunder, lightning, and hell, sun. And I could see the neighbors are still feeling the lightning and hell, and we're over here in the sun, and you could just see the storm go by, and you could see the next one coming. It's so isolated, and it's so heavy duty. I don't know. So I was like, I'm just going to kind of write a song about that with lightning and thunder and whatever. So this song is called Florida Thunder, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to play music. I'm not going to keep talking.
This one's my favorite, by the way. That's out of 10. Thank goodness.
Thank you. I've been doing pretty good at dragging out the time, if you ask me. I don't know. Something will come to me, maybe. I do have some riffs. I was thinking I could just play these riffs that aren't songs that are kind of cool. If you guys want to hear them, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll do that at the end. I'm not good. I should be leaving on like, great song, woo, out of here. But no, I'm going to leave you with like weird noodles at the end. So I told these guys, I'm not a professional. I play music. I have anxiety. It's why I'm up here talking a lot. That's great. Okay. So, I'm going to bring it down a notch. I'm not joking. I'm serious. We're going to bring it down. Several weeks ago, I'm going to play you my new song. I've only played this at an open mic twice, and I butchered it, but I've been practicing, so it's going to be good for you. I've been writing this song for a couple months, and it's the first song I've wrote in 4 years. Everything you heard, been playing for 4 years, so it doesn't excite me that much anymore. Like, you know, new songs are the most exciting. So this is my new song. It's exciting and nerve-wracking, all the things. But I haven't wrote anything in 4 years. I wrote a bunch of noodles and never did anything with them. And finally, I'm writing a song, and I've completed a song. But during that process, different things happen. I have this fan, Danielle, she found me on the streets busking when I lived in Gresham. And she's been following me ever since, you know, so she shows up at shows. She's an older lady. I love her. She's really sweet. She loves my music, and she used to bring her boyfriend out. And her boyfriend died of a heart attack, unfortunately, in October. And he has an insane music collection, like all of his walls covered in CDs, and I had to fish out all these boxes of records in the basement. So she was like, we're donating this to the school. So I have like 10,000 vinyls now and thousands and thousands of CDs. So at our school, we're going to have a music library. Check out any record you want, any CD you want. You can probably keep the CDs. What are we going to do with CDs? But write your name down. But it's very nice, and it's. I wanted to like kind of make this song for him. He had a dual citizenship to Ireland, and the song has like an Irish feel to it. So originally it was like, yeah, this is going to be for Ed. He was crazy about biking. I wish I could remember the slurs she used, but he hated automobile drivers. Like he had like 35 outfits for his bike, and he had 50 bikes. Like he just loved bikes, and he was like a hater from people that drive cars, for real. Like I'd never seen anything like it. Anyway, so it was going to be for him, and then the song continues and life goes on. And a few weeks ago, a friend of mine in Indiana, her 12-year-old daughter was being bullied in school. She has alopecia, so she was losing her hair, and they were pulling her wig off and hitting her with her wig. And she was 12, and she committed suicide. I'm not going to do this. So her name is Rio, and it's a big deal in that small town in Indiana, and it has been getting some national news or whatever. And I can't really tell if it's genuine or if it's because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, if that's why she's becoming a big deal because of the alopecia thing. I don't know, but it's all I can think about is her mother, my friend Nikki, and going through this struggle and seeing everybody's opinions about Will Smith and Chris Rock, and we all have different points. Her point is her daughter was picked on for going bald, and then 2 weeks later, drama about comedians and slappings and alopecia. So it's just really conflicting times. Like, we can talk about who's right and who's wrong. Ultimately, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about them. We don't know anything. But we saw it on Facebook. We know about the drama. And there's just a lot of opinions. And we all live different lives. Until today, you didn't know about this 12-year-old girl who killed herself from being picked on for the same thing. So it's like, how far does a joke go? And my wife and I were talking. We're like, can comedians do their job without it being at the expense of others? I like dirty jokes. I mean, I've gone to see Daniel Tosh, if you know anything about him. He's talking about raping puppies and like weird stuff. So it's like, I like a joke, but when it's something personal, I guess, I don't know. I don't know where the line is, if there'll ever be a line for something like that. But I feel for my friend, and it was a very sad thing. I cried every day for several weeks, and this song, I've decided it's more for Rio, not the bicyclist friend. He did give us a lot of music, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm thinking I'm going to call this song Rio's Redemption, because another thing is I come from a small town where we don't protest. No protest, we don't take to the streets. But after this happened, they have been doing a lot to fight bullying, because there's nothing to do out there, and the bullying is so much worse because there are no outlets. There are no skate parks or extracurricular activities. All you can do is be mean, and you learn it from your parents because they had you when they were 12 too. And it's just like a cycle. It's a vicious place. I'm sorry. I love my hometown. If you guys are watching, love you guys. I'll visit next year. I'm a 2-year person. I don't come every year. Anyway, a sad thing happened, but anytime something like that happens, it does bring people together, and I love to see my little hometown come together and try to fight bullying and support the parents of Rio. Okay, so here we go. This is my newest song, first song I wrote in a very long time, so take it easy. How did I do? Is it okay? Okay. Thanks, you guys. You really know how to make a girl feel welcome. All right. So I'm going to do this weird thing that I wrote once. You know what? Actually, first, one of the noodles. So when I was writing this song, you write all these sections. You can tell by my songs, they go weird places. Like, it's not just a consistent melody. The things change. And this is a part that I was going to add in this song, but it's just too far off that it didn't work. And it keeps going in a circle, and I could never break out of this loop. So I'm just going to play that loop for you real quick.
All right. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And so the other one is a little slappy slap song. That's why it sounded like that. Okay. Woo. We got a little time. This is just a little slappy slap song. I've had people like rap to it sometimes or something. It's weird. I hope I don't mess up.
Hey.
So I do have a song I could try and do. It's really hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's one of those songs that you have to practice, and I didn't. But and especially doing it at the end of the night when my arms are hard. I'm making lots of excuses right now, but I feel like they're legit. Is Carrie still here? Could you grab a cape I'll tell you about this song. I actually was teaching this to the students, but I didn't need to teach a whole song. This is a song I learned and I taught to help with hammer-ons. If you know what a hammer-on is, I'll explain what a hammer-on is. So when you're playing guitar, usually you're strumming and you're holding a chord. A hammer-on is when you don't need your other hand. Every one of those notes I'm using with hammering on with my finger, and then there's a pull-off. That's when you go open. So hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off. And this song is basically entirely played with one hand, so it's very tiring. It's all hammer-ons, but it's a good exercise to work on your hammer-ons. So I did this with the students, and they had to hate me because it sucks. It's a lot of work on your arm, and it's not. I don't play proper, obviously. Well, maybe Artichoke has a capo or something.
It's the baby one.
Is this theirs?
It's the little one.
Oh no, that's not what I need. Oh no.
I don't think you have the bigger one.
Hey, Artichoke music. That would be awesome. Just a regular old capo. Sorry, like I just warned you guys, not professional. So this song's called Dueling Ninjas by Trace Bundy. He's incredible. He's from Colorado. Thank you so much. Okay, and we'll just jump right into it. Because, yikes. All right, here we go. wants their money back. I'm not even mad. I get it. You were like, oh, we're going to see this great stuff happen, but instead you get to watch me fumble through that noise. Oh, my goodness.
My hands were just looking up.
I didn't lie. It's a hard song. And I did. I mean, if I had just practiced it like 16 times, I would have it today, but I didn't.
It's one of those songs that's great, and it looks like it sucks to play.
It does. You're onto something. That's absolutely what's happening.
It's great because it sucks.
Yeah. What other songs do I know? I guess, I don't know. I think that's it. I think we're going to, can we cut it 10 minutes early, or do I have to tell you more jokes? Because I need to start working on my comedy career because I don't know what I'm doing.
Bruises on your feet. Like,
Bruises?
yeah.
No, so, okay, let's do some more nerdy guitar facts. Let's talk about it.
There we go.
So these are not real nails. I got them done today. I get one hand done, so I have nails on one hand for guitar picks, and they're acrylic because, like, in classical guitar, people will grow their nails out because they're nylon strings, and your fingernails can play nylon string with nails. But steel string will shred your natural nails, so it's a big leap to get fake nails. I sacrificed rock climbing to get these nails because my friend talked to me. I was like, I'm going to do it. I care enough about guitar, and I can't live without them now. So now I'm like that person that I got to go get my nails done every month. Because they grow out, and then the strings get caught in the back of the nail, and you're like, oh, man, doing that on stage, you guys would have had a good night tonight if you'd have heard that. That was sarcasm. It was not. It wouldn't be good. But I got my nails done today, and I need it for percussion, and it helps with, like, all the harmonics. I can also show you guys, somebody was asking how I was doing my harmonics. I think that was you. So there's different ways to do harmonics. The harmonics are right in the middle. Like you got your 12, that is the open string. So that's the note. That harmonic is the same as the open string. But then you got your harmonics at the 5 and 7. So, but you also have them at the 19 and 21. So the way I'm doing that harmonic is I'm holding this stiff, and when I find it, because there's no frets there, so I kind of got to guess. That's why I was struggling. And so this is the middle. This is I told you, the octave higher. So when you're playing the 7, it's going to be the same as the 19, and your 5 is going to be the same as the 21. So you do same notes. So rather you're going to do it with this hand, or is it more convenient to do it with this hand, depending on what's not busy? So there's your tip of the day. Any guitar questions? Let's just do a questionnaire. This is my show. Who's got a question or like something you want to know about something or something? My favorite open tuning. What am I playing it? It's not Dadgad, honestly. I don't know like the names of the tunings I use. I make the tunings and then I say 6 letters. So C, G, C, G, C, D. That's my favorite tuning. Open C? What is it? You guys know theory. Okay, I half own a guitar school. I don't know music theory, and I've never had a guitar lesson in my life. My wife is a genius, super nerd, knows everything about music theory, and she handles it. Stand up, my beautiful wife. This is Samantha. Say hi to her. That was a half stand. She's taller than that, just so you know. But she runs the show. She knows the ins and outs, and I'm just like quirky, fun, percussive class. Like, we're not gonna talk theory. Now hit your guitar, you know. Like, so I get to do the fun stuff. She does fun stuff too. I'm just kidding, but
I'm kind of the buzzkill.
yeah. No, it's not true.
Total square.
That's not true. Yeah, I don't remember the question. What were we talking about? Open tunings. It was that C one, for sure. That one. So I have CDs, and they have 7 of the songs you heard tonight that I wrote, and inside the CD case is all my tunings, because I love people trying open tunings and trying new things, because a guitar is in standard tuning, which this is not in, and you know your chords in standard tuning because that's the standard. We all learn those chords so we can pick up a guitar and be like, check this out, la, 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 because most guitars are in that tuning. And with alternate tunings and open tunings, you get to explore from like a very childlike mind, which I have. So I'm like, oh, did you hear that? You know, I'm like, what if I touch it with this hand and I do this on this hand? And you just, I don't know, I fumble around on it and then slowly it evolves into a song. And also, there's a lot of people that are like really great at guitar, and they pick up my guitar and they can't do anything, and I'm like, yeah, put it down. Like, like don't tell me what to do with my guitar. It's mine. I put it in that tuning because I'm not like a snazzy guitar person. I don't know scales. I don't know all the stuffs. I can. Some people are like, oh, you're in a D major 7th, and I'm like, oh. That's one of my tunings. The Portland dance tuning is D major 7th. For those of you who know what that means, because I don't. I know what the letters and the strings are, but. So I'm not the smartest at guitar stuff, but I know some stuff. I tell you what I know, but I don't know everything. I think that's time. I mean, 5 minutes. Do I? Thank you for bearing with me. You guys are awesome. I'm stressed about this night. I'm not used to not playing with like 2 other bands. You know, so thank you. Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming out. Again, please check our website, artichokemmusic.org for upcoming shows. And if you're interested in tomorrow night, shows at 7. Thank you. Good night. See you next time.